Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and gold, their relationship, and some interesting observations when you chart them against each other. So let's begin. All right, first thing, gold. Gold is hitting new all-time high after new all-time high, a lot because of, the risk of fiat currencies, and a lot of people are talking about the debasement trade, and it's really just a lot of FOMO coming in as the price has done extremely well over this year here. So let me clean up the chart a little bit. Here we are from basically the beginning of the year. It's been pretty much up only. So here is the beginning of 2025, and we're up about 68% on gold. So very great performance on gold here, and a lot of crypto enthusiasts are probably a little bummed out, and they're like, dang, wish I had some precious metals. So now I want to show a very interesting chart in Bitcoin, but first we'll just kind of obviously give a quick update here on what's going on. So we've had some impulsive moves down, and this is kind of like a two drives pattern here. Now I do think that the bottom is either roughly in or in completely. I don't think that we're going to go below 100K. Now, of course, anything is possible here, but we have a very important moving average down here. This red line here has been pretty much the line in the sand for this entire market here. So if we start getting weekly closes below this, as I've talked about many times, I will pretty much invalidate that we are now in a bear market, and I'll be selling most of my spot to try to buy back lower. And as you can see, we've held support on this red moving average. If you do want to grab this indicator, I do have it free. Just search DHYT, and it's this 6 moving average bull market support band pi cycle top indicator. So it's a great one just for some very basic trending here. You can see the bull market support band is this white moving average here, which is axis support, and this orange one axis support, but this is kind of the invalidation, as I've said many times. Now let's talk about I guess one other thing is I did hit some longs here. I am still in some longs. So I hit a long on Bitcoin, and I opened it about 103,600. So pretty good entry there. Basically just a sweep of the prior highs here. So if you do want to do any leverage trading, I have an affiliate link below. It gives you a huge discount on fees, and it's a great exchange. You can also buy spot for very cheap fees and no KYC. So it's really easy to sign up. Only takes a couple seconds. Just need an email address and password if you do want to trade. Legal pretty much everywhere. Great exchange. So affiliate link below. That's the best way to support the channel. But I do have some longs here on a couple different currencies. I have a big long on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Neo, and DOT, because I think we're going to get some ETFs coming soon for these. Sorry, my throat's a little scratchy. I have a cold. That's why I haven't made too many videos the last couple of days. Been exhausted, and my throat is really scratchy. So anyways, this is the chart I really want to talk about today, and it's Bitcoin divided by gold. So this one's quite interesting here. So actually, you can see that it's been pretty much in this upward sloping channel for a very long time, pretty much since 2017. You can see we topped out here, we've pulled back, came back up, topped out again, and then came back to the lower band of this in the bear market here in 2022. And we actually stopped at the halfway point, and have come back. And right now we are currently testing the bottom of this trend line. Now, if we go to like the daily here, you can see we actually broke a little bit below it. I think that was kind of just a fake out. Now, again, this is drawn wick to wick here. So if you go to the bottom of the wick in the bear market to the bottom of this wick in 2023, that is what this trend line is drawn off of. So again, on the weekly, you can see we've been obeying this for quite some time. It's just very interesting here. And it's especially interesting, because from the bull market, from the bottom of the bear market, Bitcoin is still doing a lot better than gold. But recently, since pretty much Trump took office, gold has been doing much better than Bitcoin. It's kind of just been really oscillating here. But another fact here is we have this overhead support here. And I think once we break this overhead support, we could see some very large pumps. Now, another thing to just kind of note is that we're kind of getting to the end of this bull market. So as I have said many times, we have these 4-year cycles, and if these are going to continue to play out, either we're going to have to see a big pullback in gold or a massive rally in Bitcoin. So I don't know if we're going to be able to make it to the top of this in just a couple months here, right? So, we only have a couple months. So if we go to like a monthly chart, for example, I guess we have seen some quite big monthly candles right here. So if you look at like these 3 months here, this was a 130% gain against gold in 3 months. So if we saw something similar to that, that could be something like, I guess that could get us almost to the top. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. Never say never here. I mean, if we draw something like, let's just for fun take like, I don't know, a bars pattern here. If we just want to say that, I don't know, we're somewhere here. If we go like that, if we draw something like this, I mean, I think we could maybe get up into this area. I at least want to see us break through this, and I think we'll see something very nice. And then once we get in the bear market, we might start coming back down. The thing about ascending channels is usually they do break to the downside. However, I don't think that time is now. I'll show you some more evidence for that. Another thing is we kind of just had like this, if we go to like the 3-day, we kind of had this, kind of head and shoulders pattern. But if you were to add volume here, it would kind of show that it's kind of invalidated here. We did have this head and shoulders pattern right here that did play out, but here's the head. So if we draw from here to here, we've pretty much, oops, let me get rid of this real quick. Don't extend. We've pretty much already played out here to the bottom of this. So that little pattern has already played out there. That one did have a volume profile that matched it. I don't have a volume up, but I could add it real quick. Anyways, so here is kind of what's been happening. And I do think that this support will hold. I think we'll see, there's always be some narrative to say that why we're going up, but I think there'll be some narrative. I don't know if it'll be strategic reserve. Maybe, the US government is talking about for quite some time that they wanted to revalue their gold in Fort Knox and then maybe use that revaluation to purchase some Bitcoin. So that could be potentially one of the things that play out. But I do expect this to come and finally break this 37. I'm hoping that happens this year, but we also could kind of see gold and Bitcoin go up together, and maybe Bitcoin just goes up a little bit more. And, we could even see something where this just kind of comes back up to here. And then in the bear market, maybe we just come back a little bit here, and then eventually in next cycle, maybe we pop out of here. So maybe that's something that could play out. But it's interesting because here is Bitcoin and gold together, and we've seen some big moves when gold is done doing a big move and then kind of consolidates. So basically you can see in 2019, we came up here, and when gold kind of like consolidated and just went sideways for a while, we had a big run in Bitcoin. Same thing here. Gold has a huge pump and then consolidates for a while. And then we saw, while it was consolidating, a big pump from Bitcoin. I saw someone do a gold lagged. Let me see if I can find that indicator. Okay, here we go. So I found it. If you just do like gold with lag, gold lagging end days, Tommy Trader has this random one here. And if you do a 90-day offset here, you can see that roughly they line up here. So there's a low here in Bitcoin, low here for gold. Same thing, low here, low here. There's kind of a high right here. There's a high right here. There's a high. So basically this just allows you to match the lows and the highs. And you can see Bitcoin is kind of in this phase right here. So if I zoom out a little bit, we could potentially see something like this, where a big move up, and then that would place us kind of January 14th, 2026. That'd be a little bit of an extended cycle. And if you do go back a little bit, it does line up pretty good, at least for highs and lows, right? So there's a little bit of a deviation here, but you have kind of some lows in here. The high was a little bit sooner, but you can see we did kind of have a high here. It just kind of deviates right here in this area, and that is the peak FOMO crypto bull market. So maybe it's just not aligning because of that. You can see kind of a top here, a bottom here, a top here, a bottom here, top, a little bit lagged here, top, bottom. So it lines up pretty well. It's kind of the same thing as like the M2 money. A lot of people have talked about how the M2 money curve with a X day lag, it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but it kind of just shows that when investors have extra money to purchase into different assets, and it also kind of shows that when people probably don't have faith in the US dollar or the government or something like that, people will flock to assets like gold, and Bitcoin, because it's kind of like a decentralized currency that definitely does a good job of holding value over time. So I think we're definitely going to see Bitcoin have its day, at least for another couple months before this cycle ends. And I think that's still, I'm still long. And as I said, I'm not going to get invalidated on my base case until we see Bitcoin start closing below basically 100K. Once I see that for some 1 or 2 weekly closes, I think I will have to change my stance here. Another thing that's kind of interesting is the Bitcoin divided by gold. If we, let me use the cleaner index here, my cleaner chart view here. If we go to, if we go to the monthly time frame, and then I pull up Market Cipher B, which I do have an affiliate link below if you want to try it out, but it has been extremely good at like kind of finding where the bottom is, right? So it'll give you this green dot on the monthly when the you'll see like this, basically this momentum wave will come down, and when it starts to turn over was right about here. What is that? March of 2019. And you can see if we now make this a little bit bigger, March of 2019 right here would be a great entry if for a lot of your capital. We did come back and retest it here, but still that was a great entry. Same thing here. You can see when this starts to roll over, as soon as that light blue goes away right here, right before you get printed the green dot pretty much says that we're really ready to go. But as soon as that light blue goes away, you can see it was literally almost exactly the bottom for this chart, right? So this is, let's see here. What is this? December 2022. Now, if we go to the regular Bitcoin chart here, December of 22, when was that? That was literally exactly the bottom. So this has been a great chart for historically predicting bottoms. Now, in terms of tops, I wonder if it's worked out very well for that. So I'm assuming probably once we get into this area, that was probably roughly the top. And honestly, you can see January, that was a really good place to have a top. If you would have sold a good amount of your holdings, you'd been doing really well. For me, I think that was pretty much the peak of my crypto portfolio, was like the day that Trump got into office. So right now is definitely not a good time to sell Bitcoin if you believe that this is historically going to play out. It's pretty much been the worst time. Like, right, you can see April, terrible time to sell your crypto. Right now, terrible time to sell your crypto. If you're going to sell anything, you should probably look to sell it when you're up in this area here again. So this has been great for picking those. Now, another thing is, like, if we look at 5/1/2021, let's go take a look. 5/1/2021. Let's see here. 5/1. That would have been a fairly good exit out of the market, right? So that would be right about here. Price about 58,000. Is it exactly the top? No, it's not. But another thing that's kind of interesting, it looks like, it actually looks like the pi cycle top indicator actually works on this pair as well. I mean, look at the pi cycle top indicator. So this is built into that indicator I just showed you, that free one that I made just for fun. If you go to DHYT, again, this one right here, the pi cycle top indicator actually picked the top perfectly for both of those, which is interesting, which is very interesting. Now, that hasn't triggered. And if it were to trigger, again, look, it would have to trigger above this. Like, we'd have to come out of this for this pi cycle top to trigger again. Now, another interesting thing is if we go look at these momentum waves and we draw a line kind of something like this, you can see that we haven't got close to it again. So maybe in the next couple months, if we move up extremely quickly, if we can tap this line here, that might be another good sell indicator to get out of the market, even, you know, maybe with a percentage of your portfolio or all of your portfolio. If you really want to bank on going through quite a bad bear market here, this might be a good time to exit as well. So maybe we do have a couple months left. Maybe we'll see a little bit of an extended cycle here, but it's just been a very interesting chart when I started looking at this. If you go to the weekly, it doesn't really do as much justice when you're looking at this here. I haven't really looked at the I guess we could look at the RSI to see if it looks any similar, if it looks similar here. But if we go back to monthly, you can see kind of, you know, the price is coming up and the RSI is making lower lows, which is really not a good look because that's pretty much a bearish divergence there. But you can see if we draw like some lines from here through here, we haven't even been close to testing the upper band of this. So, and right now we're actually almost near the bottoms, right? So we're making a higher low right here, but we actually made a lower low. So this is actually a bullish divergence in this time frame right here on the monthly. So, because look at lower low here, right? So if I draw lower low here, and a higher low, and then right here we have a higher low, and this is a lower low. So this is actually a bullish divergence here. So this is quite interesting as well. So I do think this is going to play out, and maybe what will happen is we'll come back up here on the RSI. If we get somewhere up here, I think that would be a good time to exit, because this has done a very good job of kind of predicting when the tops and bottoms are. So very interesting. That's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I just want to give you a little bit more bullish hopium. Right now, this is saying not a good time to exit. Probably the worst time you could be exiting here. And if you want to wait, if you do want to exit, kind of watch this ratio, Bitcoin divided by gold, and maybe sometime around 37 would be another time to exit a small percentage of your portfolio, or even like half if you really are risk adverse, and then you could look for a little bit higher to get rid of the rest of your portfolio. So anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. And if you do want to trade on leverage or just buy spot with low fees, feel free to use that affiliate link. Bitunix is a great exchange, one of my favorite. And that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day. See you guys.